have some books in my hands. Now, this is the first book and this book is of class 5. There is another book and this book is of class 7. Now, see another book. Observe it carefully. This book is of class 10. So what is the difference between these 3 books? These 3 books doesn't belong to one class. There are levels, like you are in the class, sometimes the 5, then 6, then 7, 8, 9, 10. So you have crossed the level, the difficulty level. Now see, I showed you one book of class 5, one book of class 7 and another book of class 10. So you can observe these 3 bars. These bars don't have the same level. The level is different. It is small as compared to 7. This one is smaller as compared to the 10 class bar. So you can see the level is increasing as we move up. So the level is moving, the level is increasing as we move up. Observe it. So the one word you heard right now, that is level. Levels. Now there is one more term for the levels in political science, and that we call it as tiers. Right? So this one is clear to you that we have the levels or we have the tiers. Now why we are discussing? Why I am discussing the tiers here or the levels here? So, like you know about the president, then prime minister, then cabinet ministers, and you heard also about the union government, then the state government, then we have the local governments also. So these all are the concepts, or these all are the terms are in the federalism. So let's start with the lesson number 2 of political science, that is federalism. And simply, what is federalism? Federalism is a system. It is a system. Simply we can say, whenever you answer in the examination, your definition should start from system. So what is federalism? Federalism is a system of power sharing between different governments. So what are those different governments? They are saying in some countries there are 2 tiers of government, in some countries there are 3 tiers of government. So you all heard about the union government or the central government. Now see, we have the central, we can also call it as union government. There is another level, and that level is state government. In India we have one more level, and that level is known as local government. Again, local government is divided into 2, one in the rural areas like in the villages, and one in the urban area, that is in the cities. So what they are called? So in the rural areas, it is known as panchayat. Hope that you all have heard about the panchayat in the rural areas, and in the urban areas we call it as municipalities. Okay, fine. So these are different levels of government. So for the activity which I have conducted right now, the word or the concept is clear to you that in this chapter federalism we will read about the levels of government and what power they share among themselves and who is more powerful and who works under whom and who is answerable to the other government, who can make changes in the constitution and who cannot make. So this all will be discussed in this one chapter. So you can take a screenshot of it. Central government, state government and local government. These are the levels or 3 tiers of government. We can also call it as 3 tiers of government. So basically the 3 tiers of government are in India. Basically we have. Otherwise in other countries there are the state governments and the union government only, but in India we have 3 tiers of government.